This is the pubic bone. This is the mons, and this is the bladder with the urethra. And you can see the pee stream would be going straight down because it's angled down. Okay, and so this is this is all embalmed tissue. So there's tissue deterioration this way. Okay, so this tissue gets absorbed. All this starts going this way, gets absorbed. And as it gets absorbed, the urethra has no choice but to move in this direction. Okay, because its underside is next to the vaginal canal, so the vaginal canal is in this area, and at least for me, the posterior side of the urethra frames the posterior is this way. The anterior side of the urethra is the posterior side of the vaginal opening. So there's no tissue here to hold this urethra this way. It has so this tissue's deteriorating, and it's pulling this urethra this way to the right, or posteriorly. I think that's right. Posterior is this way, and anterior is this way. I could have gotten it backwards, but okay, so so now we draw a little bit bigger. Remember, the pubic bone is angled, like that. Yeah, this is the pubic bone, and then you've got your bladder up here, and your urethra is coming down. Okay, normally. So that's what it looks like at day 9 post-op, prior to exposure to tissue preservative. It looks like that, and I'm able to pee and sit, and the pee stream goes down. Well, besides I haven't gone into why the urethra is enlarged. You know, it's much bigger than what it should be. But imagine the urethra is larger than it should be, and that it's as a response to being exposed to a tissue preservative that it might react to and inflame and get larger. So imagine that's happened to this urethra. It's bigger than normal, and over time, over time the tissue in this area is toxic and embalmed and dead, and over time, over like however many years it's been, it's now 4 years, that this tissue, although it's toxic, it gets absorbed into towards the direction of the normal non-toxic tissue, the living tissue. So there's no tissue here, but because that's bone, but this is a cross section. This tissue is going to get absorbed laterally. It's going to get absorbed underneath the pubic bone. As it gets absorbed, as this disappears, or shrinks, or compresses, or this area is getting smaller, this urethra starts to be starts to move in this direction. It starts to position itself like this. And as it continues to deteriorate, it goes like this. Until eventually it's sitting like it is right now. It's sitting like this. So we're looking at maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe a year and a half to 2 years, and then you've got your clitoris, and this pee stream is peeing right onto this thing, actually, almost. So can you see that? This is the urethra, and this pee stream is either up or it's straight out, and it's not down, and that's because the tissue in this tissue has deteriorated, and because the vaginal canal is the anterior side of the urethra forms the posterior side of the vaginal canal opening. There's no tissue on this side. There's no tissue keeping the urethra from moving in this direction. So that's my explanation of how the urethra could start here and end up pointing in that direction over many months and years.